got here early and everyone was like rushing in. So we didn't get to show you guys like us just going up and like walking in.
Yeah, and we wanted to see like their little introduction, but we couldn't really see it. We were very far back. Like people got there really early. We got here an hour early. Yeah, we got here an hour early and there was a huge crowd. So okay, so the first house we went in
It's Halloween.
yeah, and Julian got really scared, and apparently I'm a human sacrifice because yeah.
Put
So
it right towards Michael Myers.
yeah, Michael Myers came out, and I was in front of Julian, and he picked me up and like showed me. I was like, "Why are you showing me the scary stuff?" And he said, "Because he got scared and was using me like a human shield."
What else was I supposed to do? I had nothing else to do but grab her and like throw her towards him, save myself.
Yeah, so that's what happened in that house.
We both made it out though, so.
Yeah, it was scary. It was really scary though. That one was really scary. We're getting in line for our next house. Yeah, that's what we're getting in line for right now. We just got out of.
It was called, it was the Blumhouse one with Freaky and the Black Film. It was like the movies.
Yeah, and that one, when you felt like you were out, it was like, oh no, into the other movie you go.
It felt like it was endless.
Well, because they had it like separated. It was like you went through Freaky and then you went through Black Fun. So like you didn't know. Like it felt like, oh, like we're out, yay, all done. And then it was like, oh no, you're continuing.
Jami was oblivious, I feel like, the whole time. There'd be like
Yeah,
a person holding a freaking axe right next to her head and she just had no clue it's right there. While I'm like jumping and running away.
I just got scared because Julian would get scared. So I felt like I needed to be scared, but I didn't know what I was being scared of. So that house wasn't super scary.
Really cool though.
Yeah, it had
like, very
really
detailed.
cool like decor. Like it was super detailed. It wasn't like super scary. Like yeah, it had some jump scares, but it wasn't like as intense. Like I wasn't feeling like I was getting scared every second. It was more like, oh, I'm looking around, like how cool it is.
They made you feel like you were really in it because you like
Yeah.
felt like the really like a strong breeze from like.
Yeah, it had like a mist too, so it's like yeah. Okay, we just got out of the monsters and still holds true to be the one that scares me the most. That's the shirt I'm wearing is
He dropped
from
to the floor again.
yeah, the shirt I'm wearing is from the first time we went in 2019 and they had the monsters and it was like all of them, like
And the werewolf
6 of them or
scared
something.
her then and made her drop to the floor.
Yeah.
And the werewolf scared her now and made her drop to the
Yep,
floor.
still the scariest one for me because I don't know, something about that house, the jump scares are always so good. It's not like, oh,
Yeah.
their costumes are super scary. I don't even see their costumes half the time. Half the time I'm like, what was that? What just scared me? It's
At
just
first, I
so
thought
good.
it was just gonna be like super cool. Cause like, oh, this looks really cool.
Yeah, their
It's very
decorations were cool
detailed.
too.
And then it's like jump scare after jump scare.
No, the jump scares in that one is always the best.
Like, there
And I
was
stand by
one-
that.
There was one where one dude was coming from the right and one dude was coming from the left. And I was like, oh, they're probably both gonna come out at the same time.
And
or
then someone
something.
came up from the
And
front.
then someone came from the top. Like, what
Yeah.
the heck?
You know, that one always orchestrates some jump scares so good. Very empty on the street right now.
For anyone who likes the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, you have to come during like Halloween Horror
Yeah,
Nights.
just
'Cause it's
a lot
just so
more
empty.
empty.
So you kind of like, you can get around so much
I've
easier.
seen a lot of people say to come when Halloween Horror Nights first opens, because that's when people try to get in the lines. We're coming now and it's still...
I conjure my flesh seekers. Venture forth into the night and fill it with screams, for there will soon be flesh to satiate your needs. I conjure my war-forged ravagers. Guard the gateways of our dimension, my loyal roots, and gather the elements to summon our newfound power.
Okay, we're headed into our next house.
This one is called Descendants of Destruction, I believe.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like mutated humans in like the subway area or something like that.
We just finished Descendants of Destruction, and now we're headed to Spear of the Coven.
Yeah, and at the Descendants one, like the costume's really good. I feel like it's a really good like set, but the people in front of us ruined it because they literally kept like they're like
Stop.
yeah, it was like a family,
Yeah, so, like, you
and the
see
sun he
people
kept
jump
turning
out.
around, and then like they wouldn't jump out until like so many people behind us because they were standing there, and they kept running back into us. It was really
They
annoying.
like kind of ruined it, but it was like it would have been such a cool.
Yeah, it was really good. Other than them. Okay, we just finished Spirit of the Coven.
And now we're headed into Fiesta de Chupacabras.
Yeah, and so at the last one, it was, it's gonna be near the bottom of my list, honestly.
It
Like,
wasn't really scary.
it wasn't that scary.
It was like super cool.
Yeah, like the decor wasn't even like great. And also I got sprayed with water in the arm, so now my sleeve is soaking wet.
It's not like
Like literally, it was this
It was,
far
like,
away
out of
from my arm
nowhere,
too. Like this far away. I don't know what the water was for, but I got sprayed with it. The people in front of us in line though, 10, they're funny. That's all I have to say on that one.
We finished yesterday's Chupacabras, and I'm currently losing my voice really badly.
Yeah, and we just bought ourselves some shirts from the little like store, and now we're on to.
We're headed to Hell Block Horror.
Yep.
It's
So.
a 10-minute wait because it's about to close. So.
Yeah, and the last one, it was more of like oh good scenery,
Yeah,
like
it
they
was
did a good
pretty- it was,
set,
like, cool,
but it wasn't like scary. Okay, we just finished Hell Block 4,
Yeah.
and we got in line for the weekend.
And I don't know how
Yeah.
we made it.
Because the park is definitely closing in like
It
20
closes
minutes.
like 20 minutes, and the wait time says an hour, so that doesn't really make sense, but oh well.
Yeah, so we're gonna see if we can make it into this one. Anyways,
Yeah.
the last one, I think it was pretty good. It
I thought
wasn't
it was
super.
really cool. I
It
think
wasn't super scary because
Yeah.
we saw the actors
Yeah.
before. We saw them going in.
Yeah, and I feel like they weren't really set up, so not many of them kind of jumped out, so I feel like...
Yeah, there
we
seemed
kinda,
to be a lot of places where
Yeah.
there should have been an actor,
Yeah,
and
so
we didn't
kinda
see them
missed
jump
out.
out.
I think it could have been a lot better, but it was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool, and I feel like they had a lot of good scares. A lot just didn't happen. Like, we saw a lot of empty, like, areas where we thought there should be a scare, you know what I mean? But overall, I think it was good. We got to interact with actors before they went in, which was funny. Okay guys, we just got out of the weekend, and now we're headed to the exit because we definitely need to leave. It's past, like, the
Like
closing
2:30
time,
now.
and there's literally nobody here. Like, everyone is just headed out as here. There's no scare actors, nothing anymore.
Pretty empty, but... it's kinda cool
Anyways.
seeing it without anyone.
Yeah, but the one we just went in, it was pretty good. It wasn't super scary. I really
think it
liked,
would've been scarier if we weren't also like tired and like...
but also like I just don't know how you can make that super scary. And like it was just like more like fun because it was like lots of lights and lots of music and stuff like that. Okay, now it's time for our final ratings as we leave the park.
At number 10 is Bugs Eaten Alive, and the reason it's number 10 is because we're gonna get to it.
Yeah, that's the only
one.
one we didn't go to. And then number 9 we have Spirits of the Coven. That was like a witch one. It wasn't it. Not good decorations or like scares.
At number 8 we have Fiesta de Chupacabras. It was like cool, but it wasn't really like scary.
Yeah.
But I get like the theme was different than any that I've ever seen, so I guess it wasn't bad.
It was a good theme. I just feel like it wasn't executed like very well. Okay, so number 7 is Descendants of Destruction. That one was kind of just overall like a meh like vibe. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like great
like
either.
cool being in the subway. At number 6 we have Hell Block 4. So that one wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that scary. I thought it was cool. It was probably
And we saw the apples before that one. So 5 is The Weekend. That one, it was cool. It had lights and music. It just wasn't scary.
Number 4 we have Dead Man's Fear. It was really cool. The setting, they did a great job. Like
I think the set
setting
of
it
that
up.
one was
Like,
really
they made
good.
it really like gusty, so you kind of felt like you were on the water, and you
And the
like, mist
characters.
here and there.
I like the costumes.
But
I
they
like
did
a
like
lot.
a really good job, but it wasn't scary. Like if they like had it to where there were more jump scares, it easily
Yeah, it would have been
like, number
one of
one.
the best. Yeah. Alright, for number 3, we both decided on the horrors of Blumhouse. That one was where it was like the split story thing. I really liked it because I feel like that was the longest house. Like I feel like you were in there for longer and it had a lot of good scares.
Number 2, we put Halloween. That one was pretty scary.
That's where Julian used me as a human shield. To clarify.
I was scared.
So that one was definitely scary. Okay. Then at number 1
was
Universal Monsters. That one, it never fails. It never fails. This one was the Legends
It always
Collide
gets
one.
Cammy to drop to the floor.
But yeah, this is why.
It's always the werewolf that gets Cammy
This
to
is
drop
why
to the
I
floor.
wore this shirt. Actually, they were all scary today. Like I feel like I got scared by each different monster this time.
Yeah.
The very first time we ever went, the shirt's
the
from
werewolf always makes you
2019. It was the werewolf that really like did me over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I stand by monsters.
The very
Anytime
beginning was
there's
so
one with
cool, in my
monsters,
opinion.
yeah, that's where the
It was,
werewolf
like,
was too.
It was the mummy as well, and you had
Yeah.
like all like the ancient like Egypt stuff.
Yeah, that one was really cool. Like the set was cool, the jump scares were really good, costumes were good. Never fails. Alright guys, that's all for our vlog today. I hope you enjoyed coming along with us to Halloween Horror Nights and hearing our thoughts on the houses. So like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.
I did not lose my voice from screaming. I'm a little sick. That's why I'm losing my voice. I was not screaming.